This Bitcoin breakout is starting right now, but I want to be talking about one of the most important days in history because today's the day the FOMC meeting is, and they will be deciding the new interest rates here. And since the market has not fully priced in whether it's going to be a 50 or whether it's going to be a 25 basis point rate cut, today will be a massive volatile day here. And I'm going to be discussing it on today's update video, what it means for the Bitcoin breakout we're currently seeing, how we should be approaching Bitcoin next from here, and many more important charts and patterns that are telling us something about what currently is happening and unfolding on the charts right in front of us. So without any further ado, don't forget to once again slap that like button back above 1,000 likes, will be highly appreciated. And with that being said, let me jump straight away in towards the content, and I straight away want to be talking about the current ongoing trend we've been seeing, and that is that Bitcoin continuously is creating a higher low structure together with a higher high. So the Bitcoin price action is looking very good here, and what I straight away want to be going in towards is that, probably the most important thing and what will cause the most volatility on the markets today is the FOMC meeting, and in 10 hours and 40 minutes, it is going to be happening. And like I said in my intro, currently the probabilities on what is exactly going to be happening in this meeting is not fully based out yet here. So the market has not priced in yet whether we're going to get a 50 or 25. So if we do get a 25, probably the market is going to be seeing an average slight retracement. But if we're going to get a 50 basis point, which is completely not priced in yet in the market, only for 61% right now, we are going to see a massive rally towards the upside since the Federal Reserve is going to be starting to cut its rates more aggressively. And of course, what is going to be also important is the tone and the things that Jerome Powell is going to be stating in that FOMC meeting. Because what we do know here is that literally the last Bitcoin bull market got initiated whenever the Federal Reserve started to be cutting its rates again. And because they are cutting rates, we're basically seeing that there is more money growth worldwide. And right now with the Fed also starting, probably this chart is going to be probably look something like we had in 2020 or like we had in 2017, where we also saw massive growth in the Bitcoin price action. So the bear market is corresponded with significant cuts from the Federal Reserve, from the Central Bank of Europe, or the BOJ. So guys, this is very important. And right now, finally, we're starting to see growth again in the global money supply here. So as long as the Fed is going to be losing their policy, making it easier to create money again here, we are most certainly going to be seeing Bitcoin increase in value. So currently we can see that we're trading in this uptrend. And of course, what we can currently spot here is that Bitcoin is actually starting to be breaking above this very important downward sloping resistance line I have mentioned in my previous videos, where we first of all saw 3 major rejections. We are right now seeing a clear break above the structure and a retest already flipping into support. So you can see it also on this chart right here. We created a massive downtrend, and now we're starting to be breaking above it, and you can clearly see the Bitcoin symmetrical triangle is starting to be breaking out here. And we could be taking a conservative or not a conservative target, but basically the targets for this breakout approximately is laying around $80,000, which is of course a massive price target. And you could be also having a different approach on it, like a falling wedge structure, which I am personally a little bit more of a fan of, since this pattern just has got some more touch point. And if we're then going to be looking at the price target on this breakout, we're going to be looking at the target for approximately $77,000. So where the price target can differ a little bit from chart to chart, we are at least thinking that Bitcoin is going to be going back up to $70,000 from the point of this breakout. If tonight, and that is why it's very important to watch this video, because guys, if tonight the things are going to be completely different than expected, and if Jerome Powell is going to be having a completely different tone, we could get a very different outcome than we're currently expecting, and that could do something to the price action of Bitcoin and potentially hurt this potential breakout we're currently creating. So very important to be watching tonight here. Yes, the breakout is happening right now here, but you need to be knowing what is going on with the wider policy the Federal Reserve is going to be announcing tonight here. So it's a very important day in crypto. And what I also want to be talking about, that yesterday we saw an approximately $186 million on inflows on the spot Bitcoin ETF. And what is even more important, guys, to understand in what part of the cycle we're currently sitting. And if history is an indication, guys, if we're looking at the 2020 cycle, if we're looking at the 2016 cycle, according to history, the next Bitcoin bull market should literally start in the coming 15 to 20 days here. So this is actually one of the worst periods, in my opinion, to be exiting the markets, and the majority of the gains always get realized in bull markets. And if you only be in the bull market and the rest of the market, you're out, you're doing a great job here. But literally all the signs and charts and patterns are telling us right now a big bull market is about to be happening, including the fact that the Federal Reserve is cutting its rates again here. We're getting more money available worldwide, and that is ultimately going to be a very good thing for the price action, not only of Bitcoin, but assets worldwide here. This is getting myself extremely excited. And yes, guys, this is the last time I'm going to be saying it, because this deposit bonus is ending today here. If you right now still want to be claiming a free trade on Bybit, a free $500 airdrop trade here, guys, in 16 hours from now on, this exact trade here is expiring. So if you still want to be opening up a free trade on Bybit worth $500, guys, don't forget to go to the link in the description of today's video where you can sign up an account using this link right here. This is literally your last opportunity to claim this free trade here. It is super simple. If you want to be claiming it, you go to the link description of today's video, you press on that link, you sign up an account using that link, and then you can go to the website again here and claim that free $500 airdrop position. So if you're interested in that, don't forget to check it out in the link description of today's video. Further on, we can currently see on the daily time frame, Bitcoin still is trading in a slight little downtrend, where we are currently seeing that also Bitcoin is bouncing from this very important horizontal box here. Bitcoin looks to be finding its support, and what we can clearly see here is that potentially right now we're starting to create a higher low structure, which could potentially indicate we are currently creating an inverse head and shoulders pattern on Bitcoin right now on the imminent short term. But you can still clearly see we're trading in an ever so slight downtrend. You can draw it a little bit differently and then say, okay, but maybe we are not seeing the breakout right now here. So still, what I ultimately want to be seeing is that Bitcoin is going to be breaking above the previous range high here. Because if we do that, we're going to be confirming a bigger breakout. And that breakout, what I'm talking about, would quite literally confirm the breakout of this major consolidation phase, which we also sometimes call the bull flag pattern, or basically this major downward sloping consolidation. And if we can then break out the previous high here, which we have never done before in this entire consolidation, we could be in for some massive fireworks on the price action of Bitcoin. So things are looking great, but they could look much, much greater if we do take out those previous highs in the market. And yeah, we're still creating a massive falling wedge pattern, which I think you should definitely pay attention towards, since this is one of the most bullish patterns I've seen in a very long time here. Since this is literally the most bullish pattern Bitcoin can create, and since we're creating one on the 2-day time frame, on a very big scale here, we could be in to be having a massive breakout towards the upside, heading towards $80,000 on the next leg higher. And yes, if Bitcoin does also break out of the bull flag pattern, guys, that would quite literally mark the beginning of the next Bitcoin bull market. And I've said it many times before, if history is an indication, guys, all the data points are leading up towards one fact, and that is that probably in the coming 50 to 70 days here, we're going to be seeing an exponential rally on Bitcoin. So I am personally very excited. I am completely prepared with my spot position. I have accumulated a lot of altcoins. I've accumulated a lot of Bitcoin and Ethereum, and I am really ready for the next leg higher. I mean, September is historically one of the worst months, but October is one of the best ones, and we're almost there here. So yeah, this is it from me in today's video, guys. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to slap that like button on today's update video. Highly appreciate it, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.